Good evening, everyone. I know Farmer Joe will probably say that this farmer should be sleeping right now. 4 a.m. We got an early start. You got a message that someone's live? Yeah, someone's live. One of your YouTube followers is live? Or someone you follow on YouTube is now live? Wonder who that is. Whoop. That field that you're seeding right now, I go north to south GPS. It's longer than it used to be, the field. Yeah. Hey, Marcus. Yeah, that field is now, that's not the right button. Not the right button. Am I coming to the end of the field? Not yet? Okay. That field goes quite a bit further down here, so I go north to south on that field because we have all this now, but I also bought this property, so this field here is a kind of a weird one. I'm not, probably GPS set east to west on this one. And then there's a field up here, probably best north to south, but yeah, we got some new fields we have to work on. Oh, so I have to lime this whole field. Perfect timing. And when we add the new field, and the old field needs liming. Ha! That's good. So that means now that we have two new fields, I am saving money. We're almost there to, we're going to buy a new baler, a square baler. I'm going to buy a trailer for that baler and a silage wrapper for those square bales. And then probably a self-driving mower or a grass cutter for it. And then we're going to go get new equipment for the crop end of it too. So a new seeder, new cultivator, maybe a new combine, we'll see. At least a new tractor too. Although the tractor probably will stay. Well, no, if we get bales, it doesn't really matter anymore. But yeah, what's that? We need to upgrade our trailer. We're going to be doing a lot of upgrading of equipment now that we have the extra field. We're going to silage bales. Yeah, we know. That's why I said we no longer need the big tractor for the silage. Yep, potatoes, and we're going to get into beets now. Yep, we're going to get beets before we buy another field. So it'll be a big upgrade in equipment next. But first we upgrade all the grass cutting and baling technology, and then we'll upgrade a whole bunch of crop field equipment. I'm actually running your tractor right now. Oh, I see Farmer Joe in the background. She's seeding wheat. Yep. And then I'm going to seed, or you are going to, I want to seed barley on here, and then maybe, yeah, barley and then oats. So wheat on there, barley and oat on the other two fields. And then this field over here is almost ready for harvesting. We'll probably do cotton on that field. Not cotton. We're not ready for cotton. Canola. Canola. But we want to get to cotton. Want to get there too. But first, beets. After beets, then we buy more fields and then we'll get to cotton. And we have the economy set to hard, so it's taking forever to get there, but kind of enjoying how long it's taking. How much work it is to get there. I see Farmer Joe. At least I think that's Farmer Joe. Just lights in the background. And no, she's not going to get more cows. sirens outside. It's a lot of sirens. It's not. So we got fire trucks coming from downtown fire station and fire trucks leaving the local fire station, meeting here up at almost the same time. Something big is on fire. They're sending 2 fire trucks right away from the 2 fire stations. Could be an apartment complex or something like that. Something big is going on. And the siren stopped right after they passed our place. Great. I don't see flashing lights outside the window, so they're pulled a little bit down, but the siren stopped almost immediately after they passed our place. There is an apartment complex beside our apartment complex. I'm just going to take a look outside quickly. Nope, not there. They're further down, so not sure. Yeah, there's a motel there. There's other buildings down that way. Some new apartments. So I don't know. They were in a rush to get somewhere. Some people are having a bad day. That's for sure. Some people are having a bad day. Almost done plowing this field. And then we're going to get to cutting grass or cutting trees off the other field so that we can seed that field. I've cleared all the trees off of this field, but the other field still needs some the other field still needs some tree clearing. What's up? The way the fire departments work here is there's always one crew on duty at all times. If it's a big enough fire, we're going to hear, basically if one crew goes out, another crew gets paged to come in. If it's a big enough fire, that second crew goes out, and then another crew gets paged in, and then so on and so on until you run out of crews. So really the field you're on is the only complete field we have. Because the field right here, you're seeding this field here, that's the shape this field's going to be for the rest of ever unless we unless we start putting buildings on it or whatever. This field that I'm on over here is going to get extended and filled in to become a huge field. This field here is going to get extended and become quite a bit bigger. And then this field over here is going to get quite a bit bigger, and this one up here. So all the rest of the fields aren't permanent borders yet. Hey, Miss Fit Fox. Jess is excited. So the field you're on is the only field that is actually finished. We have to buy more property to get bigger fields on these. So that's going to be a huge field that we're going to have there. You know how close I've come to your place the last couple of weeks? Like literally blocks from your place. And every single time I'm like, I want to stop so bad. Dang you, COVID. Guess where I'm going Monday? Right past your place again. Hmm. Yeah, Monday I'll pass, and then Tuesday I'll pass again. That's not. That's just part of the. You don't have to seed over the weeds on the side of the rock. Don't worry about those. Okay. So I've only got a couple more passes here. Whoa, whoa, calm down, GPS. Nope, 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 no. There you go. Okay. Yeah, we own a lot of land now. I mean, there's a lot more to own, but we own a lot of land. It's we're getting there. Oh, that's Farmer Joe. Oh, you're gonna go. You can make inroads. So you're going north to south without end rows? Yeah, that's definitely harder that way. Yeah, I would make end rows. That's okay. You don't have to seed the same spot. As long as you're seeding the same field, who cares what order? What? Oh yeah. So now you're making end rows. You see her cutting around. It is dark. Yeah, you know what? It doesn't have to be seeded perfect. I'll make fun of you for not seeding it perfect, but it doesn't have to be seeded perfect. I'll call you out on it, but it doesn't have to be. Don't worry, you don't have to be perfect, but if you're not perfect, I'm going to make fun of you and not let you live it down. But you don't have to be perfect. You know what would happen? Yeah, I'd get no ice cream that way. I could go for a really good ice cream. Hey, why have I not seen this before? This plow has a 3-point hitch on the back of it. I could literally run like a seeder behind this. If I had a seeder the same width as the plow, I could literally run a seeder or a cultivator, plow and then cultivate right away. But this plow's got a 5th or a 3-point hitch on the back of it. Okay, that it intrigues me. Oh yeah, I was going to look at something else too. Let's take a look at that forage wagon. The biggest one. How much can the biggest one hold? 56? Okay, so that's about the same size as this is. This would actually be bigger. So yeah. Okay, no point of adding extra mod. Horsepower 240, so that's similar, so no point of getting the extra mod. Okay, what was I gonna think of? Oh, okay, so how wide is my plow? $6 meters. Hold on. How wide are our cedars? That one's only 3.6. This one's 9 meters. But could I get a... Hey Caleb, can I get a cedar that is 6 meters? Yeah, there is. Like I could get this cedar right here and attach it to the back of the plow and be seeding at the same time. Probably do, yeah, 100, yeah, maybe the horsepower would be a little lacking. But like this right here, I could put this cedar on the back of, or planter. These are planters, not cedars. And seed, have that in the front, that on the back, and seed at the same time I'm plowing. I'm going to have to think about it. If I have to plow it anyway, would it be worth having those seeders? Except that we're going to seed this. Well, let's take a look at that. What kind of seeders can we get that are 6 meters wide? Yeah, see, that would be 6 meters wide. It's only the one seeder here. But this would be the same width as that plow. And it doesn't need a PTO or anything. Attached to a 3-point hitch. Don't know if it's worth getting it, but it might be. Am I done plowing? Looks like I'm done plowing. Oh, it doesn't need lime. I'm in the wrong. So this field does not. Part of. We're not going to bother liming this field, but I will lime field 15 up here. We're not going to lime this little bit until this whole thing needs lime. Same thing down here. We're going to not lime these little bits until the whole field needs lime. Because lime's expensive. So field 15 will lime that, but okay. So I'll put this away. Where am I? Put this away and then we'll cut down some trees. Whoa, whoa. Whew. Fertilizer bags all over the place. Yeah, I didn't have them there, and yeah, I hit them with a tree. I hit them with a tree. Yep, I had a big tree on the trailer, and all of a sudden there went the fertilizer. Okay. I think I can wash these both at the same time. See if the game allows me to do that. Hey, Ghost Bear! Seems like I'm getting lots of comments tonight, but everybody leaves one comment and then leaves. Because we're playing at night, that's why. Nobody wants to see farming at night. people vote. As soon as the fields are seeded, we can go sleep. Oh wait, then it'll be morning by then. Man, it felt like a long week this week. Running Sunday through Friday. It's a long week. Not sure what to do with that tractor next, so we'll just leave it there. Okay. Wow, that cut fast. What's that? Oh, well, you're getting lagged out. Oh, loading the chainsaw lagged. Sure easy cutting branches off of trees. I wish it was this easy on real life. I'm hearing your GPS from way out here. There we go. Where's the other one? Right there, okay. I know, I'm really strong. I can pick up these trees. I heard the loon. I heard the loon. Okay, let's grind these stumps down. I don't know how many trees there's left on this field, but I guess if I miss one, Jess will tell me when she's planting and runs straight into one. Where's the other stump? Do you guys see the other stump? Oh, there it is. Okay, I think I'm in this corner of the field. I think I might have all the trees done. Let's just check the rest of this. Nope, there's another one right there. This time I'm going to cut the stump before removing the tree so I can find it. That's a problem we have sometimes in multiplayer. Never seems to be a problem in single player, but multiplayer, every now and then you run into a stump that's not grindable. You literally just have to save and quit the game and then come back and then it works. There we go. And sometimes we switch players and get the other one to do it, and it works. Okay, next. No, I think we're done. What are you warning me about? Oh, the wall clock's not right. Let's fix that. What time is it? 7:30. 7:36. Okay, now the wall clock's right. You kept looking at it going, it's the wrong time, but I can't reach the clock. It's like the only clock in the house that doesn't change automatically. I guess the stove and stuff doesn't. But I think that's it. I think we got all the trees. If I missed a tree, let me know. Yeah. Which means I have nothing to do. What's that? What are you doing? What is going on there? Just fill the fertilizer bag into the seeder and then dump it. Oh, your tractor is stuck on top of the fertilizer bag. Did you forget they were there? You got it? So that filling it trick worked? Shame we didn't get there fast enough. Joe, watch out for the tree! Watch out for the fertilizer! It's like, where's my money going? I had money. We're gonna buy a lot of seed, aren't we? Yeah. 3 big fields. Oh, I can sell the trees I have on the... Lower down. Don't go in there at that speed. Hey, Stefan. Yeah, I only washed the one side. But you only have to wash the side that people can see. Everybody knows this. You only wash the side people can see. Why would you wash the side nobody gets to see? That's like houses. You see them getting built with these beautiful front brick houses, and you go to look on the side and it's just plastic siding. It's like, oh, you put the beautiful looking house, this beautiful brick, or the makes it look like old rock or whatever, but as soon as you look at the side of the building, well, it's just cheap siding. You only make the side pretty that people can see. Everybody knows this. Come on. It'd be cool if the game actually made you wash both sides. Okay, where is our pickup? Let's go get that last tree and then we'll sell all of this. It's like a GPS screen in it. The map's all wrong, but there's a GPS screen in it. Okay, let's sell some logs. I won't make a lot of money, but I'm not really into the forestry thing, but we'll clear trees out if they're in the way for our fields. Kind of jackknife the trailer here if I can. Makes it easier to unload the pickup. There we go. All straps are off. Yeah, wrong button. Okay, this is going to be a little while. Cutting or shredding all these trees. I pick them up from the end like this because it's easier to line them up with a shredder. And obviously the shredder gets old too. Look at the wear and tear on that shredder. I guess I wonder if I could fix it with a repair trailer. That might be worth a try that. I don't know. What, 75 bucks a log right now? Hmm? That one was 100 bucks. That one as well. A couple of them are definitely worth more than others. A little bit bigger, I guess. $125 for that one. That was a nice one. Nope, nope, come on. This one looks a little smaller again, so probably 75 for that one. $95. I don't know, dude must be really strong to be able to pick up a tree from this far away. What? No, I dropped it. I dropped it, put the tree down. Only shredded part of it. Can't see the hand. Oh, there we go. I'm like, where's the... Oh, no. Uh-oh. Wait, I can rotate, can't I? Yes. Let's rotate the tree. Whoa, whoa, that's not what I was going for. Yep, okay, calm down. I think I threw the tree away. This particular tree is interesting. Okay, we're just smashing the truck now. Oh, come on. Let's crouch. There we go. Whew. That was a lot of work for her. It's not even shredding? Oh, it is shredding. $37 for that tree. Yep. Okay, why is this being a problem? Should I cut them up? Come on. Okay. I'm not sure. I don't know why I have not had this issue before. Okay, fine. Play that way? Let's play that way. Hopefully not all like that. That worked. That worked, no problem. Farmer Joe threatened to try it, and all of a sudden they start working. Oh, I didn't drop that. I didn't pick that one up. Oh, come on. I think it's bugged up. Yep, I can't pick any of them up. Yep, trees are sometimes like that with multiplayer. So, I'll do some seeding. GPS is no problem. Double check on the map to make sure I'm seating. Okay, okay, I see. I see she's got that all seated, and she's actually almost, probably halfway done. Yep. Then we'll seat these. It's a lot of seating. We definitely need a bigger seater. But we have to do grass care first. It's like pick one, upgrade it, and then we'll come back and yeah, if you're having a problem with the trees, cutting them in half seemed to work, but then it stopped working altogether. Oh, she's making money, so it's working. Your theory. Oh, okay, the bigger, heavier end goes in first, it works better. Yep, $7. $7 popped up, so it must have gone in. Got shredded. Line her up. I see. I missed a little bit. Looks like I'm out of wheat. I have to go fill wheat. So all that money of selling trees is gone. Because I have to go buy more wheat. I can't see where I'm driving. It's too dark out. Let's turn all the lights on. That's better. That trailer is in my way. Why'd you park it there? Oh. Oh. Did I park it there? My bad. $490. You know what? I can just drive around this side. Is grass ready for harvesting? No, one more stage. I'm like, I just finished all the grass. It's like, don't tell me that it's ready again. I spent so much time on grass. We have a lot more. Well, I guess because all the grass from the field I cut up there too, from the crop field that I just all plowed. So there'll be less than that coming in. But we're gonna run out of room, I think, on the silage bunkers. But baling technology will fix that problem. That's right. Yeah, we need 500,000 to get all the cut all the yeah, but we could get the baling and the baling get the baler and the baling trailer and get the wrapper later on and start baling stuff. And wrap it after. I don't know. That seems complicated too, but no, we'll just cut it. If the grass stays in the field, cut whatever. I don't have seasons mod on, so it's not gonna melt away. Yeah, when it rains rains or snows in season mod, it disappears. I'll give you your seeder back once you're done with that, and then I'm gonna grab the limer and lime that field up there. Hmm? Oh, you're allowed to not. You don't have to take it over right away. Just saying, once you're ready, I'll give you this job back because I just thought of another job that needs to be done. Yeah, the dashboard doesn't light up at all in this tractor. That's too bad. It's gonna start getting daylight in game in an hour or so. I think 6 a.m. it starts getting daylight. Moon's starting to set. No sign of any sun coming up yet, but and then of course weeds are going to start growing on this field. We're going to have to watch out for that. Yeah, I didn't make much of an in-row there, did I? Yeah, it's only a couple passes. I'll deal with it. Hey, Lane. It's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. Kind of excited that we have new fields on this farm now, and looking forward to upgrading our equipment. We just need money now. Oh, don't hit that tree. Yeah, I really needed to put an end row on that. Whatever. I'm over it. Like I said, just a couple of passes here. Hopefully Farmer Joe will take over seeding for me here soon, and then I'll go grab the other John Deere and lime the other field. And by the time we have all that planted, grass will be ready to cut. Yeah, so that whole section needs to be limed, but I'm just going to do the top half. The bottom half here I'll wait till this whole field here needs lime. And the same thing we're doing over here is once this whole field needs lime, we'll lime the bottom bits. And then, of course, all our grass fields down here are looking good now. And this field's almost done seeding. We just need to get a bigger seeder. And wheat on this field, and then that bigger field's going to get barley. What did I say in the other one? Oat. Yeah, barley and oat. Hey Marka, how's it going? It is a happy Friday night. Although I am tired. But I'm like, get home, just relax, play video games. I'm like, might as well do a live stream. Doing all right. Hecko. She's trying to figure out what hecko means. Oh, you have to change. Yep, that's a banned term. It's a banned term. It's a very political term. Is it a misspeak from Trump? It's a misspeak from Trump. So it is hello. It's hecko is Trump version for hello. He misread hello and said hecko, or mistyped it. Yeah. Now we got our political talk done for the night. Somebody asked me yesterday, what is a movie you've watched 5 times or more and still enjoy? And then I started going through the list, and now I really want to go watch those movies. I'm like, ah, man. I'm like, okay, 13th Warrior, Fifth Element, the original trilogy of Star Wars, RoboCop, Terminator, Fifth Element. Hey, Austin. Huh? Um, Trying to think what else. Fifth Element, 13th Warrior. I said those already. Mad Max, the original Mad Max. Some of those original old movies that are just so good you can go back, watch them over and over and over. I did not look at our prices. I have no idea if there's anything worth selling. I'm like, we don't have that much in storage, so I wasn't too worried about it. You forgot to ask me what? No, Tacoma was completely uneventful. I slept well. No problems. I mean, I didn't get a lot of sleep. I stayed up too long playing this game, but so I had a short night. But it was uneventful. So yeah, had a good sleep there. Yeah, for once it was a good sleep there. I'm always worried about Tacoma. There's always sketchy stuff going on there. Street racing or riots or something going on. Where am I compared to where those bags of lime are? Huh? Fertilized? Oh, the fertilized bags, not lime bags. Got it. Tacoma actually has a lot of unrest recently. It's been a conflict city. At least close to downtown. Close to the port anyway. Between the seaport and the downtown. Okay. Okay, wheat. We actually have a lot of wheat. Price is garbage. Don't sell wheat. Barley. Price is really good, barley. In fact, that's the best price we've ever seen barley yet. We've got 219. So let's write that down. 430. So write down 420. No point of selling the little we have. Oat is an okay price. No, it's not. No, it would have to be closer to 500. 500 would be about average, so I wouldn't sell oat. Canola, below average. Sunflower, really good price on sunflower, but I already sold most of it. We only have 8,000 in there. Soybean, average. Soybean is average, but we don't have any. Corn, below average. Okay, you wanted to know potatoes. Once the price stops going up, right now it's average. Right now, I would sell it if that arrow was red. If it was going down, I'd go sell, sell, sell. But since the price is going up, don't sell right now. Beets are horrible price. canola or cotton. We don't have beets or cotton yet, but I'm tracking the prices anyway, so that way when we do have it. Sugar cane, we're not going to get into that. Wool, nope, not a good price right now. We sold it when the price was good. Milk, nope, it's a bad price and getting worse. And then our silage, of course, is, oh, dropping. We're going to have a lot of silage soon, so we might be transporting silage to, we might get a new silage trailer. I don't know how many potatoes we need to reseed. Nope. But I already planted potatoes, so we have a field of potatoes coming in, so we could sell everything. Well, it's a small field of potatoes, so maybe leave some in there, but not a lot. GPS on. There we go. Oh, that's not where we were. We were here. Okay, get back to the seeding. And whenever Farmer Joe's ready, we'll give her it back. Give her the seeder back, and then I will grab the other John Deere. She's playing with manure. See, she said she couldn't say it family friendly or else she was going to joke around what she was doing. She's playing in the manure. Mom always says that I played in the manure as a kid. I'd come in playing with the cow pie. It's like, great. I don't remember playing the manure. Well, sort of. But I do remember playing with dung beetles. Those were pretty cool. Dung beetles are pretty awesome creatures. Insects. Those are cool. You always played with grasshoppers? The other insect I always played with was I don't know what the actual name is, but they hang on dill. We always called them dill worms. No, I don't know what they're called. Let's see what happens when I type in dill worm. Oh yeah, dill worm. They're called dill worms. And then we would capture them, and then they would make themselves cocoons, and then come out and be these beautiful butterflies. Hey Nathaniel. Oh, grasshopper. I never was into grasshoppers. Dragonflies. Yeah, dragonflies would capture those. But yeah, the dill worms were really cool. I've never lived in a place where there's lots of lightning bugs. In Belize, there were lightning bugs there, but I was too young to really remember them. We were reminiscing about being young. Yeah, yeah, Jess got that right. That's what we're doing. Reminiscing about when we were young. When we were your age, Nathaniel. Younger than you. Yeah, younger than you are now. What was your favorite insect to play with when you were younger? You saw fireflies, lightning bugs in Lincoln, Nebraska. Hmm? Lincoln, Nebraska. She's the first thing Jess goes trains, like trains. That was Omaha, yeah. Omaha has the old steam train when you're coming down the I-90. What is that? I-85? I don't remember what interstate goes through there. Jess says there's supposed to be a comma in there. She promises that Nathaniel is not a 19-year-old ladybug. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I read the comment and go, oh, okay. Yeah, all good. Yeah, there were big beasts to move there for display. Yeah, they had to move those trains down the road. I don't know what TV show that was. If there's a, I don't know if it was some kind of movers TV show, but there's a TV show that talked about the how they moved the big steam engine to go on display. Almost done this field. Okay. Farmer Joe says she'll take over. I have something else to do, but I can finish this field. I already said it out loud what I was doing. How is it a secret when I already told the whole internet what I was doing? She's like, I'm keeping it a secret or else she would do it. It's like, she just wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I guess in Omaha there would be storm chasing type of thing going on. Where did we sleep that one night? It was our honeymoon. We were tenting. Colorado, New Mexico border, somewhere down there. And nobody was camping. We went in and and the person at the camp said, "Are you sure there's a big storm coming?" It's like, "Yeah, it'll be fine." It's like, we know big storms. That tent was laying down on top of us. So windy, it was slamming around everywhere. We put an extra tarp over top of it. It was the best night we spent in a tent ever, because that like we had the tent set up. We like, oh, big storm coming. We put an extra tarp over there. And we put extra pins down in the ground, and we held it down nice and tight. And it was within minutes of us getting in the tent. All of a sudden, the tent was getting flapped everywhere, and the tent was literally folding down on top of us. In the morning, we had kind of calmed down. We cleaned everything up, turned on the radio. Oh yeah, tornado passed like 2 miles down the road from us. It's like, oh, huh. Oh yeah, we noticed it was a little windy, but a tornado that close? Oops. Maybe we shouldn't have tented after all. That was kind of funny. It was awesome though. I thoroughly enjoyed the storm. Calmed down enough that I slept just fine. It was an enjoyable experience. But then when you turn on the radio in the morning and go, ooh, I think that was riskier than I thought it was. Nathaniel, where is that locomotive? I actually enjoy going through train museums. Revelstoke Train Museum is pretty awesome. Hit the brakes, hit the brakes. Oh, okay. Yeah. Cheyenne, Wyoming. We've gone through there a couple times. We've slept in Cheyenne before. The biggest thing I remember about Cheyenne is the big, is it the Minuteman missile or something that's sitting on display? It's like, huh, I guess Cheyenne known for their military because there's some, I think it's big missiles or something like that on display. Yeah, I don't think our train's going to do the Christmas run here either. We've got a restored locomotive here in Summerland, and steam, like a steam locomotive, and um, it's fun going for a ride on it. And they always have people that are playing their banjo and playing their music and dressed up in the old clothing, making it feel a little more. And then, yeah, in the winter you got the Christmas train you can go ride. And then in the summer you can actually get the train robbery. So in the summer, if you pay for the train robbery, you're going along on the train, all of a sudden the train hits the brake, and here come all the horses, and they rob you. They literally rob you. But you know that ahead of time that they're going to come rob you, and then they will force you to empty your pockets and give them all their money, all your money. It's part of the train ride. You get robbed, and you don't get the money back. They literally rob you. It's for charity. So all the money they steal from you is going to charity. So that's pretty cool. I quite enjoyed that. You got all these pistols firing and shooting. There's robbers coming in. They've got their act down pat too. And then of course you got the working girls as well. It was a good experience. I enjoyed that steam train. It's worth. It's not cheap. Yeah, Jess's parents came with us, and we got one of the working girls to have a chat with my father-in-law. That was awesome. I think we got pictures of that. Uh, one of the working girls was actually one of my friends from work, so it worked out nicely to get it all set up that way. Hmm? Yeah, the banjo music and singing along with the music. Yeah, it was a good experience. Yeah, we've done the Christmas train, we've done the train robbery. We didn't have to pay extra for the train robbery. To get the train robbery, you have to actually pay extra for that. Not only you have to pay extra, you have to pay extra to get robbed. Yep. But we got lucky. A birthday group paid for the train robbery, so we didn't have to pay extra for the train robbery. We just were getting robbed. Okay, it's all yours. I don't know why I turned the engine off. Just habit. And almost out of barley, so you'll have to.
No, you take that.
I have Nathaniel. I actually have a video of that train. Let's go to YouTube quickly. It's my video, so I can't get copyrighted on it. Let's go to playlist. What's that? Let's go to quadcopter videos. No, 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 that's not. Stop. Whoa, that is loud. Volume down. Okay. Just as Mark, I said something. Your grandfather built a ride on steam trains that went through the yard. Oh, okay. So like steam trains that run on small rails or whatever? Or still on, a train is still on display in Bookings, Oregon. Okay. Oh, there it is. You got the buzzing of the quadcopter, so we don't need volume. But Spirit of Summerland, 3716. Four 884. So 4884 is how many wheels it has, right? Yeah, you can see you can get an open car ride or a enclosed car ride. In the winter, they're all enclosed. This is Summerland, BC. So Highway 97 is down there. Yeah, about half an hour north of us here. So yeah, we've ridden on the train. It goes a nice little distance. I forget how long the track is, but I sucked at flying the quadcopter, that's for sure. Oh look, we still had the Matrix back then. Matrix with the kayaks on top of it. I wrote that car off. But yeah, it's a pretty cool steam train. So we'll actually show this. So this trestle bridge right here, I'll show you that on a map. So let's go to maps. Summerland. For some reason is loading funky. So Penticton, we live here. Summerland's right here. The trestle bridge is right there. Trout Creek Trestle. And then the train track goes up this way. Loops around, comes down this way. Here's the train station. And then the train robbery happens down here somewhere. Don't remember how far down. Probably right here. There's some paths over here. So train stops over here somewhere and all of a sudden you get robbed. So it's not a super long ride. Basically from that bridge till there. It's not that long of a ride, but it's clearly enjoyable. Yeah, it's they're slowly making the track longer as people spend money on it. Obviously, this year with COVID, they didn't make a lot of money, but as people spend money, they slowly restore it and maintain it with the money they make off the rides and stuff. So it's basically a working museum. How's our silage coming? Why is my flashlight not working? What? I don't have a flashlight. 49%, 9%, and this one, well, I don't have a flashlight, but there's grass in here. I got a feeling mine is bugged up. No, the F isn't working at all. It's um, when I was cutting trees, something got bugged up, so I might have to restart the game to have certain things work again. That is not the tractor I want. That is the tractor I want. Does this tractor need a front weight? Probably not, but nah, I think we're fine without it. Oh yeah, we bought extra stuff. We got a bobcat there now. And we got extra land. The farm has grown a lot. Yeah, we got rid of the pallet jack and have a little bobcat there now. We didn't want to load all that wool manually with a little front end loader. Locomotive number 15 is 1916 Baldwin. It's a 2A2 wheel arrangement. Yeah, the locomotive in Summerland actually spent a lot of time in the US, I believe, working on a mine or something like that. Before they went and purchased it. That's your local train? That must be a bumpy ride, seating against the plowed lines. Real world, you wouldn't really be able to do that. Well, this might line up just about perfect. In fact, it does. It lines up perfect. You remember the last train that came through your town? Yeah, before the railroad got torn up. I've never had a wooden train whistle. Yeah, I guess they made it an event. This is the last time a train will ever be running down this train track before they tear up the train track. Driving over, yeah, plow furrows is rough. Yeah, that's why you would really want to cultivate it again after, wouldn't you? You have two wooden train whistles. I've never had a wooden train whistle. Oh, this field's going to use a lot of lime. That's going to get expensive. But we're saving money for other stuff. Come on. It's okay. Gotta spend money to make money. We're growing corn because we got pigs, so we have to grow corn. Cotton, we're not. We haven't gotten to cotton yet. Our next plan is beets. We haven't gotten to beets yet. Beets next, and then we'll get into cotton. But corn's easy, and yeah, beets isn't going to take that much to get into. But yeah, I really want to get into cotton. But that we've made um, the kind of the economy. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. The economy we've made pretty hard in this game, so it's very slow and painful progress building up from nothing, which is what I really enjoy, the slow and painful part. But our farm's growing. Our farm is growing. Oh, don't hit that. Oh, just about. Yeah, sugar beets is what we're going to grow next. That's a crop we haven't started growing at all, and that's what we want to start growing next. I can seed, or plant, I guess, the sugar beets, but I can't harvest them. I need to buy a harvester. So I'm not going to plant them until I have a harvester. I know Mom would always pickle sugar beets. Make pickled sugar beets. I was never a fan of the flavor. Maybe it was a texture thing, but I think quite a few locomotives were called the Big Boy. It seemed to be the name to give them, right? Because some of those trains were just massive locomotives. Just absolutely massive. Oh yeah, I guess, yeah, some of those big ones had to be articulated because they were too long. Otherwise they wouldn't be able to make a corner. Okay, so Big Boy was a classification of basically the weight of or the size or weight of the train. That would make sense, that because I see Big Boy on quite a few of those massive trains. I guess if we missed the tree, I'll find out soon, because once the whole field is limed, we'll know if I missed a tree. But I think I got them all. It'll take a couple more trips to get it all the way limed. I like that I'm keeping some of these roads curving around the places, and other roads I'm kind of straightening, so it's never boring. I like where our grain silage is. Silage, no, grain storage, grain bin. There we go, that's the word, grain bin. And I put it in a place where I can put another bin beside it to double our storage. That's not the right button. Calling for snow here next week? Might have to be careful on the passes then. I always think it'd be kind of neat having lived in the golden age of trains, locomotives. I think they were still building like those like the big boys, while they were building diesels at the same time. For a while there, diesels weren't that promising, right? So, hey JB modding, yeah, for a while there was it wasn't known what if the steam or the diesel would win out. And really, all the modern diesel trains aren't really diesel trains. They're all electric trains with diesel generators, but still, they're diesel powered. JB modding, you're collaborating with another modder. It's not a secret if you tell people. So it's J, A, and B modding? You didn't follow your own rule. You hypocrite. Be careful not to slam into her, because I never know exactly where she is at seeding that field. I do wish that the lights would be a little bit further front-facing lights so you can see a little bit further down the road. Yeah, there goes my money. That's okay. Okay. We're a little over halfway done. Little over halfway. Nope, no pets. Too many allergies. Farmer Joe's allergic to everything. She's literally allergic to herself. That's not a joke. She is literally allergic to her own sweat. Yeah, that's problematic. Yeah, she loves pets. She loves all the stuff that she's allergic to. Well, maybe not her own sweat, but she's allergic to like almost every tree out there, like everything. It makes it complicated. Yeah, I guess she could have like lizards as a pet or a fish tank. We had a fish tank for a long time, but trucking that doesn't work very well. I guess you could have a fish tank now because you can't come with me. Just get a little. Why not? Get a small little fish tank and get a little fish in there. 2 cats and 2 puppies. Watch for the steep hill there. Oh, okay. So you're finding out which trees you're more. So if you don't go past those trees at that end of the apartment, if you go the opposite end of the apartment, you don't break out. Okay, you still break out a bit, but not as much. We've got to ask to have our parking spot truck moved to the other end of the parking lot. That way you don't have to go by that one tree that you like. Literally, she can look at that tree and poof, it's like rashes everywhere. I don't know if you would call that a rash, but like hives, yeah. Yeah, I do that every now and then. Accidentally go seed the wrong field. This job's taking longer than I thought. We have to get a bigger fertilizer slash lime. That'd be handy. Yukon's not doing daylight savings anymore? Yeah, that's good. I don't want to have. I hate daylight savings time. Why? Yeah. Either stay on daylight savings time or stay on standard time. I hate switching back and forth. I just hate switching back and forth. Yeah, the Yukon stopped doing it. Saskatchewan doesn't do it anymore. I know there's a couple of states in the U.S. that don't do it anymore. I want to stop switching. Just leave me on one time, either standard or on daylight savings time. I don't care which one. I don't want to be switching back and forth. We have more time zones than the U.S. does. We literally have the same time zones as the U.S. Like they line up with your time zones, but we have more of them. Yeah, there's the debate. Some people want to keep it in daylight savings time. Some people want to keep it in standard time because they want more daylight at the end of the day. Like right now, it gets dark at 4:30 at night. It's like dark outside. So I get why people want to stay on daylight savings time, but just stay at time. I'm a fan of staying standard time, but I don't care if it gets dark early because it gets bright early then, right? So it doesn't matter to me where, because trucking it doesn't. When the sun comes up and sets doesn't matter to me, but stop changing it every year, spring and fall. I grew up in Central Time Zone. Oh, oh, well, I guess I'm going down the hill. Yeah, yeah. Standard time, the sun should be, well, Mark, I'm not up here. The sun should be south, straight up but south of us at noon, this time of year. This, I guess Americans don't experience that as much. The further north you get, the more you experience that. When I go up north, like Prince George or something like that, and further north than that, I'm going the wrong way. I'm talking too much. The sun stays to the south. It actually comes up on the south, it comes up on the southeast and sets on the southwest. But it literally will only come up to a certain height and then just kind of float across around the south end. It's a different experience. Oh, Illinois. So you don't really, the sun's still kind of above you. Like summer, winter, the sun will kind of move a little bit further north and further south on for you guys. But up here, it's like at noon, you literally look straight south and you can see the sun. Alright, I don't have a flashlight. Oh, I can't repair the tractor either. Can you come repair the tractor for me? I can't pressure wash it either. Yeah, the only way to fix that is to reset the game. Jess says she's only cleaning one side. If you complain, she's stopping washing. It is actually surprising how different the weather and the sun and all that is just by driving a couple hours south. Like driving down to Oregon, it's like, oh, the weather's different, the sun is up higher. It's like, but we didn't drive that much further south. It makes a difference. When we drove up to the Yukon, it's like, okay, yeah, this makes a difference. The day lasts forever. The sun barely set. It's like we didn't drive that many hours north. We live in liberal land.
I don't like
I don't mind liberal land. I don't mind conservative land either.
what do you consider?
If you want to talk about extremeness type of thing, it's socialist or fascist. I don't know why we can't be in the middle. I'll be honest, I have voted for 4 different parties in my life. 4? I have voted for the Liberal Party, I have voted for the Conservative Party, I have voted for the Green Party, and I have voted for the NDP, New Democratic Party. I I am not loyal to one party. I try to look at what my local leader is going to do for me in the area we live, and then decide to vote for who that way. No, I don't live in Oregon. We visit Oregon. I live in BC, Canada. Or unless you're asking Marka. Oh yeah, if you if you go an hour south of Vancouver, Washington, Vancouver, or an hour north of Vancouver, Washington, weather's completely different. What am I doing? Let's see what this 52%. Thought it was higher. Oh. You're in red country? Well, you know what? The difference between red and blue is really if you live in the country or in a city. If you look at it, if you look at the map of red and blue, and anybody that's not U.S., if you're not an American, as in a U.S. of America, you don't know what we're talking about, red and blue. Canadians know all about red and blue, but if you look at red and blue, if you're out in the country, it's red. If you're in a city, it's blue. I don't have a flashlight. That is so annoying. Wait, I heard it. Oh no, I think that's the tractor Farmer Joe's using. Like I hear a tractor idling. Yeah, I know right now it's hard not to talk about politics with the U.S. elections going on, but and I'll be honest, I think there are very stupid people on both sides of in both camps. And there's also very brilliant people in both camps. Can I bring you some maple syrup? Is maple syrup like, can you not buy it in the US? Are you finished seeding this field? Oh no. I'll jump into. Are you in the tractor? Where is it? Oh, she's moving now. Never mind. Okay. Real Canadian maple syrup is the. I, 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 I guess I'm just so used to it. Oh, really? Maple syrup's expensive? Huh. Hmm. I have nothing to do I? Okay, so the next thing we're buying is maple syrup. We're going to buy some maple syrup. Buying that. That is what we're buying. 105 grand.
I think there's a lot of purple people
I think I'm a purple person. I'm not really. Yeah, I would have to say I agree with your. I'm a purple person. I don't have problems with the Liberal Party. I don't have problems with the Conservative Party. I do have problems with the current Conservative leader, but that's the leader I have problems with and not the actual party. Well, I guess I do have problem with certain things in each of the parties, so I don't know. You got to pick the lesser of the evil or whatever you think is the lesser of the evil. Yeah, I guess Michigan and um, coming from Ontario, there'd be lots of like Ontario has a lot of maple syrup. I honestly would consider myself a little more on the libertarian side. I definitely grew up conservative, but I think people should have the right to believe in what they want to believe in as long as their beliefs don't hurt other people.
You can't really judge them on that. Biden might not be the strongest
JB Modding said, "You don't think Biden? Okay, yeah, Biden was maybe not the best choice for the party either. Yeah, I agree.
Defining everything much power. He's
Oh, so I unloaded in Washington, and he was definitely conservative, super conservative. Whoa, that was weird. Oh, because I was okay. I see what it did there, what the camera did there. But he was super conservative, but he just goes, "You poor Canadians. If Biden wins, the Mexicans are going to come in and they're going to just take over all of Canada. If we're not here to protect you, um, Mexico is going to invade Canada." I'm like, what now? I'm like, I don't think Mexico's a threat to Canada. If Mexico bordered Canada, I'm sure our military would be able to keep our borders just fine. We've got a pretty darn good border. I'm like, I'm like, I'm like, you dumb. You very dumb. I'm like, you're not doing your conservative party any good. You should not brag about being conservative. I'm like, you dumb as bricks. I know the conservative party's smarter than that. Whew, that was close. I almost parked that tractor too close. Okay, let's see. Is that field ready for harvest yet? Not quite yet. No, no, I'm good. I'm gonna speed up time a little bit. Hey, look, it's daylight.
Well, apparently not. Ooh, canoe.
There's the weeds.
Hey, no, that just messed up the field, dude.
I know it messed up the field, but whatever. Um, you know what, Mark? I hope that the because right now it looks like Biden's going to win. I hope, like, I guess Trump could still win, but I hope that if Biden wins, that with the Senate and the House, that they work together. I know when Biden was vice president, he worked well with Mitch McConnell and they got policies passed, so they've been able to do it before. So maybe they can get laws passed and make the right decisions for the US that benefit both red and blue. Hmm? Yeah, let's pull a little to the sidewall so we don't smash into each other. Yeah, maybe the US can work as a purple country for 4 years. That'd be cool. Because I honestly think the, the it would be a better country if.
I bet it's not. Is that how we refrain from calling Mitch a name, dude? I have a perfect name for Mitch.
I think Mitch is a little too far right for me. Don't change any letters.
No, I'm not doing that. Yeah, that's true too.
But yeah, exactly. If you look at it, the US is so evenly divided that obviously both sides have their valid points.
Sure, I would disagree with that.
He does have a unique appearance. Um, but yeah, both sides. Well, you know what? In real life, when conservatives and liberals meet in a workplace, they just get along and they learn how to work together. Why can't we do that when it comes to politics too?
Don't know.
Hmm?
Just because if you don't know.
Instead of calling each other fascist and socialists, why don't we work together? Yeah, I'm getting tired too. I think we'll call it bedtime here soon, but it was nice to relax here for a couple hours and just play some video games. And then get into politics without really getting into politics.
You just should. Canadians don't have one of this time politics, so.
I I dare an American to know as much about Canadian politics as a Canadian knows about American politics. Oh, I was going to say no, it's actually, but no, you're right. It's 21:12.
Remember that time you said it, so if it's wrong, it's your fault.
Yeah, that one up there on the clock says 21:13. I said it a little wrong. My bad. Well, in Canada, every single vote actually counts. I know in the US technically, but it's a little different. Literally every single vote for the leader will count. Hey Linda, like in Canada, if I voted for one party or the other party, every single vote will make a difference on who the leader is. Basically, the popular vote would be the what we count in Canada. In the US, you'd call it the popular vote. That would be what decides who the leader would be. But we have 5, 6, 7 different parties depending what province you go to. Yeah, you cast a vote for your party. So that vote just counts. And we always know who our leader is going to be the day we voted before we go to bed. Well, sometimes it's past midnight, but before we go sleep, we will know who our leader is. It doesn't take this long. Although this year the US does have a pass with all the mail-in and with COVID, it's a little different there. So yeah, I guess with our COVID up here, it's messed up too. But this is local elections. Yeah, we're still yeah. And everybody votes exactly the same way. Same way. In the US, every state votes differently. In Canada, we all get a small piece of paper with the names on the list. We don't vote for any other things. We don't pass any other laws. None of this stuff. We only vote for a party. It's like we're going to vote for. Usually it has the party name and then the local representative of that party. It won't have the um, leader. It won't have the prime minister's name on it or the potential prime minister, the leader of that party. It won't have their name. It'll have our local representative, our local MP. You guys would probably call it senator, would be our MP. Your state would be our state governor. Would be our MP. We vote for our MP for the local representative, and yeah, we got our local MPs, and then we have the provincial prime minister, and then the Canadian prime minister. And then, of course, because we have so many parties, you run into unique issues there. So you can win the popular vote and only have like 40% of the vote. So you only have the 40% of the vote, which we call a minority government, because now you have to work with one of the other parties to get any laws passed. So let's say there are 3 parties. We have more than 3 parties, but let's say there are 3 parties. Um, you get 40 votes, the other guy gets 35 votes, and the other guy gets 35 votes? I don't know. My brain's not working, it's too late. But either way, whatever percentage of votes the different parties go, like I said, we have 5, 6, 7 parties depending on which province you're in. And they're good main, like they're top tier parties. We don't have two top tier parties and then this one party that's way down at the bottom. We've got several top tier parties. If you're not a majority government, like in British Columbia, right? Well, I guess we just voted, so we don't know. But we had the Green Party and the NDP party basically agreed, we're going to form a government. The two parties, we're going to vote the same way on issues. We'll make compromises and make it work. As long as we can work together, we can basically govern. If these two parties can no longer work together, we can no longer govern, and we have to call an election. Oh, and our elections do not happen on a certain day every 4 years. They just happen whenever that's needed. There are terms. You vote after so many years or whatever, but you can call for an election whenever you want. Sometimes they go, hey, it's looking really good for our... So the governing party can go, it's looking really good for us right now. Let's call an election right now. So you can game it out that way if you're the leader. I know I'm missing a bunch of comments here, but... Hmm? Linda, oh, Linda's in the future. Yeah, you're on Saturday morning. Oh, afternoon, Saturday afternoon. Oh, if you're on Saturday afternoon, Mark, you should ask Linda if you know the results of the U.S. elections. Oh, wait, it doesn't work that way? What's the temperature where? Australia. What temp? Well, you can't just say Australia, because Australia is a big enough country to have many different temperature zones. I think I'm gonna be at a doghouse here soon. Yeah, I think Biden's got it. Or at least it's Biden's to lose right now. We'll see once they finish all the counts. Hmm? Oh, you're getting lag? Um, Go to 1.25 speed and then you'll catch up. You're hoping Trump is over? Well, I agree. And if you don't agree with me, that's okay. But I I have problem with racist bigots and 18 degrees. We're talking Celsius, right? Just to be clear, like the whole world works on Celsius except for the U.S. But okay, 18 degrees Celsius. That's actually comfortable temperature. We were at 9, 10 Celsius today, and I saw quite a few motorcycles out, and it was tempting. I'm like, I'm gonna go for a ride tomorrow, and then Jess says it's gonna be much colder tomorrow. I'm like, I'm not gonna go for a ride tomorrow. It's like, forget that. Not going for a ride. It's gonna be barely above freezing. Oh, oh. Probably not. I think you're fine not planting that tiny little strip. Yeah, I'll be okay. Yeah, it's getting chilly. Jess says that there's lots of snow in the forecast next week, so you guys won't have a lot of snow videos for the next 2 weeks. It's it's all kind of melting. I know you guys probably just barely watched snow, me driving in snow, but it hasn't snowed since then. It's been quite warm since then. But it looks like there's more snow coming now in the forecast. -2. Yeah, getting chilly. It's +3, 3.7 right now. Of course, our temperature is not quite that accurate because we live on the third floor. The thermometer outside on the third floor is a little different than the ground temperature, but the thermometer still gives us a little base going, look at that number. Okay, yeah, I want to put it this many layers on. I appreciate the translation, by the way, Marka. I'm always looking at Jess and go, what does 27 mean? How cold is that for me? You're slowly forgetting it because you're not using it on a daily basis, so. As I run through the potato field. That is always a problem, isn't it? Going to a grocery store and buying the right amount of meat for your recipe. So, you get a recipe. Oh, the recipe got written in the US. Okay, how much actual meat do I need? You take 1 pound and multiply it by 2 point, don't remember, 2 point something. You multiply it to get in kilograms. And I know, Linda, that -40 Celsius is -40 Fahrenheit. I got that one. That one I know how to translate. -40, we all know. It is cold. I remember living in Manitoba. My sister lived or worked at a convenience store gas station. And 0 Celsius is 32 Fahrenheit. Correct. But so she in the middle of summer it's like plus 35 degrees Celsius outside. Middle of summer, here come these American tourists with the snowmobiles on their trailer. Uh-huh. They didn't translate Fahrenheit to Celsius. And literally thought there was going to be snow here. So they asked how much further they had to drive to get to the snow. My sister just said, keep driving north, you'll find it. Poor buggers are still driving north. She thought first thought it was a joke, and it's like, oh, Wait, these guys aren't joking around. They're serious. Just because the temperatures. uh, did they really think the temperatures drop that drastically when you cross the border? No wonder they think we all live in igloos. It's the best thing ever. We laughed ourselves sick so many times. Just keep driving north. You'll get there eventually. It's like if you're that dumb, you deserve to burn all the fuel. Keep driving north. Yeah, exactly. The further north you get, the cooler it gets. It's freezing over there. It's 24 degrees up there. They're gonna have lots of snow. Uh, no, they're not. Yeah, I guess if you kept going north long enough, you'll get some snow, but it won't be nice fluffy snow. It'll be more ice than snow. Yeah, that was one of those. Working at a convenience store near the border, she had a lot of funny stories about Americans coming in and it's like, yep, we can't all be smart, right? We can't all be smart. I'm always worried that I'm really dumb and just don't know it. Because if you look at the dumbest people you've ever met, they legitimately think they're smart people. So if that's the case, I think I'm fairly smart. I'm intelligent enough. But if I think I'm somewhat intelligent and these people think they're brilliant and they're that dumb, what how dumb am I, right? I'm like, hopefully I'm not that dumb. So to keep myself from being stupid, I always listen to other people's opinions. If all of a sudden everybody disagrees with my opinion, maybe I am the dumb one on that occasion. No, we're not buying more cows. I'll just be the dumb one there. But seriously, we should all be concerned about that. Am I the dumb one? Because if you talk to really dumb people, they think they're brilliant, and it's like, I don't think I'm brilliant, so does that mean I'm dumber than they are? So when I have these really bright ideas that I think are the best ideas in the world, maybe they're dumb. And I should second think them. So, so people from Darwin, Northern Territory, so I have to wrap my brain around there so it doesn't break. When I talk about a Northern Territory, I'm thinking really, really, really cold. But when you're talking about a Northern Territory, you're talking about a lot warmer than a Southern Territory. So I got to wrap my brain around that first. But yeah, yeah. It's amazing how fast temperatures change and how fast you get climatized to those temperatures. Like when we moved from Manitoba here to BC, the first couple of years is like, what's wrong with these people? Why can they not drive on a little bit of snow? And why are they wearing winter parkas? I'm like, nobody's going to sell winter parkas in BC down here because it doesn't get cold enough for it. And now I wear the same winter parka that everybody else does, and it's only minus 10. And I'm wearing the same jacket I was wearing in Manitoba at minus 40. So you get climatized to weather. Yeah. Farmer Joe's sister in Texas thinks it's really freezing cold down there right now. It's like, just come up here for a week. Oh wait, they can't. COVID. But nonetheless, you get climatized to the weather, right? No. Oh, if you can conceive that you are anything but smart, guess again. We're getting older too. No. What? Don't worry, you're getting old too. I don't mind getting old. I do mind feeling old. Yeah, I guess if we think we're so smart we don't need other people's opinions anymore, then we know that we're dumb. We've crossed that threshold and that we're dumb as bricks now. If we think we're so smart that we shouldn't be listening to other people's ideas anymore, I think that's maybe the line. Once we think we are right, no matter what anybody else says, I think at that point we know we're the dumb ones. Minus 40? It's cold. It's cold, but it's not that bad, really. You just have to put on extra layers. Um, like, you gotta make sure you blink at a faster speed. Um, yeah, you just gotta dress up with, snowsuit and scarves and toques and extra layers, lots of extra layers, and you're actually fine outside for many, many hours if you're dressed properly. I'll keep trying to get older until it kills me. I like that. No, it's really not. Minus 40 isn't that bad. You just have to put on the snowsuit. I always remember on the minus 40, we'd stand at the school bus stop outside in a snowstorm, wind howling, minus 40. So you would put on your long johns, maybe two pairs of long johns if it was a really windy day, the wind chill was higher. Um, and then you put your clothing over that. And you want extra undershirt, and then you put on your jacket, and then you take a snowsuit and put it on top, over top of your jacket. And then you put on, Mom made these really thick, wide, knitted scarves. And on the cold days, you would actually grab two of those scarves, and then you would take a toque, and then put the hood over top of all of that. And you'd really be looking through the small slit between your toque and the scarves. And everybody knows what a toque is. If you don't, I'm sorry. It's just a hat. It's just, it's just a beanie hat. Very warm. Don't hurt my feelings with the toque thing. But yeah, we would spend many hours outside. Then of course, if you build yourself a snow tunnel into the snowbank and crawl into the snow, you'll be toasty warm in there. You're taking all your snowsuit stuff off as soon as you're in there. I remember building. They're not igloos, but you'd build this snow tunnel inside and then make this. From the inside, it would be like an igloo, but it's just you made a hole in the snowbank. You go in there and it would get so warm in there, you'd be taking your snowsuit off in a little bit, and then all of a sudden the jackets are coming off, and you're sitting in there just in your shirt and pants and being quite comfortable outside. That was always fun. It wasn't really a snow fort because there's so much snow you don't need to build a snow fort. All you need is a shovel and then start digging a hole. You would make the hole small enough you could get into it, and then you would make it bigger on the inside. And we would take snow sleds and then pull it out. Of course, a couple times I made the mistake of making a little rounded tunnel to get to the fort first. It's harder to get out. But yeah, it's kind of like a snow fort, but you don't have to build anything. Like an igloo, you don't have to build an igloo. The reason why they build igloos for the north is because the snow is so hard you're not tunneling through any of that. You cut the ice and build it out of that. But yeah, snow forts were fun. Not snow forts, snow tunnels or whatever you want to call them. They were actually quite dangerous. We had to be careful with them because some kids would build them into the snow where they had cleared the snow from the parking lot. So here comes the next snowstorm, and here come the people clearing the parking lot. Let's make sure there's no kids inside of that snow before you start piling it on. And no, they didn't become unstable in spring because the snow gets so hard. I built some of those snow tunnels in spring, tried to break them. I couldn't break them. I stomped around on them long enough that I could punch a hole through it, but it'll never collapse on you. Unless you built it way big. The problem with them is they would never last very long. Because you would think of a snowbank being solid, right? You would think of a big snowbank being solid and wouldn't change, isn't fluid. It's fluid. No, the snow wouldn't blow away, change. The snow is packed hard. It's not going to blow away. But it literally will change. It will move. The snow will, it's kind of liquid. It's still moving and changes, so you'd have to reshape the tunnel and reshape your fort all the time. I guess I'll just wait to weed this. I'll grab the combine. Yeah, you have to be careful about kids being kids and doing stupid stuff. But yeah, I remember building some of the snow, because these snowdrifts would very often have almost straight drop-offs. So I remember building into one of these straight drop-offs and then build a little way in and then build sideways, and then I made windows out of that straight drop-off. Yeah, that was a pretty cool one. But the problem with the windows would the wind would come howling and it would really deform pretty quick. Where am I? There we go. Combine grain. I remember snow softens and dissolves. Well, in Manitoba, snow came with wind, which means snow is never soft and fluffy there. That doesn't happen there. So I remember when, I don't remember, but I remember the stories of my uncle telling. When they first moved here from Mexico, they moved from Mexico up here before my parents moved from Belize up to Manitoba. But when they moved from Mexico to Manitoba and the first winter hit, and what they perceived as, hey, look, it's snow, this is going to be fun. So we're driving down the road and sees this big snowdrift, like Well, snowdrifts, when I say big snowdrifts, I mean like 5, 6 feet of snow on the road. The road's closed. You're not going through this because it's solid. But he just goes, snow! And floors it thinking it's all going to fluff away like a pillow. Um, they slammed that van into that snowbank so hard. Every kid in the van went airborne. It's like, no, not fluffy snow. That's the type of snow you turn around and go back home and call it a day. You guys get floods, and you guys get flooded in for a few days. So you guys get a lot of rain. So yeah, what is a rainy season for you guys? Like in Belize, rainy season will literally last for like a thunderstorm can last 3 or 4 days. Just one thunderstorm, and it's just constant. Like it'll last for days. And rainy season will be a couple of months where it's just gonna rain every single day. And and raining every single day, it'll be drizzling, right? This misty drizzle every day, rainy drizzle, and then you'll get the thunderstorms that'll last a few days. What was the price on soybean? Soybean right over here. Yeah, it's pretty decent. Oh, potatoes, are they still going up? Yeah, they're still going up. You're still seeding a field. It's a huge field. That's why I have to buy um, a bigger seeder. But yeah, that's minus 40 weather. Um, and you don't get that much snow every year. There's some years in Manitoba you barely get any snow. The biggest snowdrift you see is 2 feet big. It's like you get different years like that. Yeah, I guess I do that, don't I? I switch between imperial and metric. I'm talking about feet of snow. Minus 40 and 2 feet of snow. Yeah, I think that's a very Canadian thing. I think that's because construction um, uh, and living next to the U.S. Everything, all construction measurements is done in imperial. Mark, you guys get snow too, right? Like not a lot of snow, but you guys get some snow. You have plenty of metric spanners. 10 millimeter. If you've got all the 10 millimeters, you know where I'm coming. Send all the mechanics your way. Okay, so every now and then you guys get a little bit of snow. Yeah, it's kind of like in the Okanagan here. We don't get a lot of snow. We get lots of snow near the Okanagan, but not in the Okanagan. Hmm?
It melts.
And it all melts. Yeah, our snow doesn't stick around. The longest. Some winters of snow will last maybe 2 weeks before it's all melted. There's other winters that'll last a little longer, max 2 months. There'll be a little bit of snow here and there that'll kind of stick around.
Our flooding isn't pretty much.
Yeah, we get flooding here too, but it's only because it's so dry here that that the land can't handle a big big rainstorm or a rapid snow melt, and then you have some flooding.
What fucking family lives in a mountain?
The people living at the bottom of the hill knew they lived in flood zone when they moved there. Okay. So you guys get 100 to 200 mil. And you have a low laying bridge to go over. Okay, yeah.
Nice.
It's stormy and windy. Yeah. Okay, thanks Linda for joining. See you guys next time, or see you next time. Misfits back. Yeah, exactly. That's one really cool part about living in Okanagan. You can just drive half an hour and we're in snow. It's like, oh, we want to deal with snow today? We can get there. Yeah, you get a lot of snow and then turns into heavy rain and melts all that snow. So it's a lot worse than just having a heavy rain because now you're getting all that snow that's potential flood up there, and then it rains and makes all that. Yeah, all of a sudden you have a landslide of mud coming down. Yeah, in town over here, if it rains really hard, the roads flood out because the drainage system cannot handle the rain, that much rain because it's so dry here. Okay, bye, Linda. Yeah, I guess Marka and Misfit there don't live that far apart. Only a few hours. So you guys kind of get similar weather.
Yeah. What?
But if you drive like Highway 14, it's amazing how fast the climate changes when you drive from Vancouver, Washington, till you get to Kenwick, Washington. The weather has completely changed.
What's up?
Jess says she misses Highway 14.
Every time I see you on that road,
I've been on there a lot.
I want to go for it.
I'm headed back that way again this week. On Monday, I'm headed that way again, so it seems to be my new run. I don't mind. It's been fun. Although my load is 12 feet tall, exactly, and one of the tunnels I go through is 11.9. I still go through it because I realize how they calculated their math. It's the edge of the tunnel that is 11.9. The tunnel's round. I'm fine. 12 feet's fine.
You live around there.
Yeah, I delivered to Washagool a couple times.
I don't understand that.
Washagool or Washagal. Maybe Washagal. And it doesn't matter, Marka, how many times you correct me. It'll take me 20 times to get it right. I actually got excited on an upcoming video. I actually just said Snoqualmie and I'm like, wait, I said it right. I said it right. This is exciting. I said it right. Washugal. Haha, you just. I said it before you. Yep, I just beat you to it. I don't need that tractor. Although. Oh, wait, no, I can take the big rig. It's like, wait, we have a big rig. Why am I just not taking the big rig? Somebody asked me to to back these trailers up. They wanted to see me back these trailers up. What's that? You got it right. It's three separate words, all three letters long. Penticton. A place to stay forever, a place to live forever, I think a place to stay forever in the native tongue. Hmm? You always called tech support when you worked in the photo lab and they didn't know how to say Penticton? Yeah. Osuyus took me a long time. Is it Osuyus or Osoyus? Both are okay. They both get used in Osoyus. I think the locals, the real locals that have lived there forever, say Osuyus. Osoyoos. Yeah, try learning how to spell Osoyus. Okanagans get spelt differently in Canada and the US. Vernon? Kalamalka Lake? Enderby? I don't know what you're talking about. North of Vernon. Oh, the native community on the west side of, northwest side of Okanagan Lake. Try to pronounce that town. No, not Mount Vernon. Town of Vernon. There's a town north of Kelowna in the Okanagan called Vernon. Oh yeah, Spalluchin? I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce that one.
Remember, do you know
Hey, Sean.
the one place that go by the one place?
That's the one place?
Okay, yeah.
There's many places I don't know how to pronounce. Another Rempel in the mix. Hey, Sean, are we related?
If you want tongue twister, yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't know how to pronounce that one. You could probably Google it and it would tell you.
Yeah, we're gonna have some.
I guess if you go far enough back, all the Rempels are related, but you'd have to go way, 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 way back to either Polish or Germany. And I believe Rempel is actually misspelt. It should be R-O-M-P, I think just L or L-E. Rumpel. I think that's what I remembered when I studied the name. This has been many years ago, so I can't remember. And I believe the name comes from Switzerland.
I'm gonna have to go fill the cedar just in case.
Well, you have to know, you have to keep seeding the field north of it with the
Oh
same.
no, I won't do that.
But so filling it cedar isn't doing any harm. Just go keep seeding the next field
No.
with whatever we were going to decide to seed it with.
Not citrus.
Oat. I believe I said oat.
Maybe seeding like a green
Yeah, we sped up time a bit, so animals would have gotten dirty.
yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, I was weeding too. I should get back to that before the weeds grow too big. We'll do that after this load's full, and then we'll come back to harvesting, but I think we'll call it a day before we get that. Take the next pull out. Pull out. Okay, you finish your field. As soon as your field's done and this combine's full, we're going to call it a day.
I don't believe you. Go ahead, I'm gonna start again.
It just says I'm going to empty it and then keep going. Or probably I'll forget that I was going to try stopping. Now you got it? It took you that long to get the pull out joke? Oh boy, you are tired. Usually she's telling me that I'm not getting the joke. Here she is not getting it at all. Yeah, it's time for bed. Mm.
Yeah, I was joking. You know what? True that. I'm gonna get ready.
I tried to say it with a U.S. accent, but I wasn't sure. I don't know accents at all, and I'm so tone deaf that I kind of suck at them, but I can't even speak proper English in the local place we live. I can't get that accent right.
I don't know.
I definitely have hearing issues with certain sounds, so I have trouble speaking correctly. That's probably why people can't place my accent because I'm just not speaking correctly. Because I cannot hear the difference between words that use CH or SH. So if you're talking about a potato chip or a pirate chip, I I need context. And I'll probably say it wrong every time. Every now and then I get lucky.
Yeah, it varies, but I think the word east for my accent actually gets
Yeah, um, I think British Columbia accent is very similar to like a Washington accent, but if you go east, like a Ontario accent,
Quebec.
Quebec, and then yeah, anything east of east of Ontario, you have accent gets richer and richer and richer. Um, there's not much of an accent difference between BC and Manitoba. Like it's a bit different, but not much. But as you get further east from there, the accent changes quite a bit. Um, if you get into the um, East Coast, that's where that classic accent you hear on TV of Canadians, you'll hear that accent in New Brunswick and Nova Scotia and stuff like that. You'll hear some of that accent there, and then Newfoundland has a very strong accent.
Or New Jersey. I'm gonna go to New Jersey because I can't understand people in New Jersey.
You can't understand people in New Jersey.
The
Hang on,
accents so
what
bad.
what did Sean say there?
I don't know what he said.
I don't. Oh, oh, it's a word. You have no idea how to spell it, and I have no idea how to say it. That's a problem. Uh, uh, I missed another one there. You have a type of nerve deafness? Oh, you can't make out words in songs. Huh, that's interesting. Yeah, I had a lot of ear infections as a kid, and that messed up my hearing and my speaking and my balance. I have a unique issue with seeing grades. So let's. I don't know if I can demonstrate it over here. Let's run to the top of a hill. So normal person, when you're standing over here, looking there, you see a downgrade. It's like, oh, we're going to go downhill. I see downgrade too. But then we get to here where it starts flattening out and we're still on a downgrade. What do you see? Most people see that we are going downhill and at the bottom it's going to get flat. My brain says, I am on flat ground now and we got a hill coming up ahead. So my brain goes, we're on perfectly flat ground, and there's a steep, steep, steep hill coming up ahead. I get down over here, and my brain's still saying, hey, there's a steep hill up ahead. But it's not as steep as it looked like back there. I get over here, and I still think we're on flat ground, and we got a big drop off on the other side there. It's like, whoa, we're going to get a big drop off. We're going to go steep downhill. So I'm letting off the throttle in the big rig over here, slowing down because that's going to be a steep downgrade. I get up over here, it's not a steep downgrade, the ground's perfectly flat. I didn't need to let off the throttle, what's wrong with me? Does that make sense? Basically my eyes, I can't rely on my ears to tell me how steep everything is, and my eyes are telling me everything looks flat because everything's the same, which has made me be able to do some crazy things that other people just go, did you just climb the quad up that hill? It's like, those trees are more than a 45-degree angle. I shoot video. I remember in one video on snow with the tracks on, I shot a video of climbing this super steep hill. And for me, it was no big deal. It's just flat ground. What I didn't realize that we were already started on a steep hill. And it's like, oh, I'm surprised we didn't roll the thing over. So it's a unique problem I have when driving, which made it for extremely hard for me to pick the right gear in a big rig. So the automatic is absolutely awesome when it comes to going up and down hills because I let the truck decide what gear to be in. I don't have to, because my body will not sense that I'm actually walking down a really steep hill or climbing a really steep hill. I'll have that same problem climbing a steep hill going, why am I so out of breath? Turn around, look back and go, whoa, that is way down. Apparently I'm climbing. And I have decent balance. I can balance myself, but I don't have a perception of grade. Did I hit save again? You wouldn't know it by how I drive? Yeah, some people that have ridden with me call me an extremely aggressive driver when I thought I was just driving normal because of that. We've got some funny stories there, but we're going to go to bed now. Oh, I think I missed the conversation there. I'm kind of looking. Anyway, thank you guys. Marka, Sean, Linda, Misfit, Austin, Nathaniel, whoever else joined earlier on the stream. Kind of a fun conversation. I am tired. You guys have a good night. Or have a good rest of the day, depending on what time zone you're in. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Probably do some American Truck Simulator. Depends if Jess gets up or not in the morning or sleeps in. Adios, guys. Why am I stuck on the screen? There we go. There we go. Alright. Thanks again, guys.